Hi everybody, it's Will and Charlie here, and we are live from home, our very own little bearhouse, and we're joined with our little puddle here and all our bears all around us. So good to have you all here. I hope you're all well, and it's of course everybody was expecting to see Cuddle Time tonight, and unfortunately due to the fact that that programme and that airing takes quite a lot of people to.
It does.
Do the show for us. Unfortunately, we've had to postpone that. So we're now going to be doing that later on in the month. We'll give you some information on that later on. So can everybody hear all right? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear all right. Oh, we got some thumbs up.
Oh,
anyway.
good. That's all right then. Sorry.
Good. So welcome to our house.
Yes.
I hope you're all well. Of course, these are very crazy times, and we just thought we'd do something which was just something that was going to put a little smile on all our faces and just a bit of cheer at the moment, because I think we're all feeling a little bit scared and a little bit nervous about what's happening. But you know, the message is stay at home. So do you know what? We're staying at home. Simple as that. So Charlie and I are working from here at the moment, which is great. So. So basically we've already got a few questions lined up, so we thought we'd kind of go through those, and shall we go from there?
Yeah.
So, are Charlie and Will okay? Are we still in isolation?
We are. We are working from home, aren't we?
We are working from home. So, yes, we're absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Charlie and I are kind of cooped up for the next 12 weeks. But we are very much okay. So, please don't worry about us.
Absolutely.
So, what do Charlie and Will do to relax during isolation? Well, there's a number of things. Oh, by the way, if you hear that I've got a grumbly throat, that's not because there's anything wrong. Don't worry about that.
No.
I've just been having a few epic snoring sessions, so that's about it.
Yeah, he has.
So,
late nights, early starts, and lots of snoring in between.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So, what do we do to relax during isolation? Well, do you know what? Funnily enough, we had a wonderful evening last night. It was actually my friend's 40th birthday, and sadly, obviously, we couldn't go out and do all the things that we planned to do for his celebrations. So we actually had something called isolation games. So isolation games is various different things that we can do, like, for example, playing music, and you've got to guess the theme tune.
Quizzes.
So for theme
We've
tunes,
done quite a lot of quizzes.
done a lot of quizzes. We did
We had
charades.
we had a night in with
Benji, one of our bear cubs.
Yeah, and we played charades, which was really good fun.
But one of the funniest games that we played was something called Find Me. And I think Charlie's getting a bit bored of it now, but anyway, Find Me.
So what he does is he gets his phone, he puts it onto a stopwatch.
On a timer.
And then to help me exercise, because obviously I'm sat a lot on my desk answering emails, looking on Facebook and doing things like that, he'll ping it and he'll say, Charlie, I'll go, yeah, he'll say, go find me. And I have to go running off and go find him something. So, and then he times me to see how long it is. But do you know what? It's been actually really good exercise. If I've not been able to get out, to go and do my walk, then I've been playing Go Find Me.
So it says, I think somebody's put on there, Will, can you turn the sound up, please? I don't know how to do that. Sorry. But if we talk a little bit louder, then I'm sure you'll be able to hear us.
Hopefully.
Anyway, so Go Find Me, something with a number on it.
You really want to play
Yeah,
this
really.
now?
There we are. Yeah. Go
Right,
Find Me.
okay.
So this is part of the fun, you see, is that Charlie goes off running, and you see, I've been doing all my exercise anyway, as you know, with my kind of Charlie Bear's books and all the rest of it, but Charlie has to go off running and get me some bits and pieces, so go find me something with a number on it.
I found something. Right, you're going to laugh. Look, it's a tape measure. I got that out of my...
That's a QVC tape measure.
Oh, it is, but there's kind of a rule in our house that... we buy things that evoke memories or keep things that we've collected along the way. So this actually is, although it just sounds a bit strange, very special because I actually got this off somebody the day before we went on our first QVC show in America, and we did a studio tour, and it was so daunting. It's so big there, and it was just a very, very daunting time for us. And she said to me, here, Charlie, I want to give you this as a little memento of your visit to the QVC studios in America. so I kept it, and it's a tape measure.
Aw.
But it has got numbers on it. That counts.
It is. That very much counts. So there's a few bits and pieces coming through. So Katina, my cuz. Hi, Katina.
Hi, Katina.
We've got Hazel and Chris are watching. So hi, Hazel and Chris. So we've got loads and loads of people watching, which is great. So hi to everybody. Now, we've not heard from the other Bear Cubs. Are they okay? What about Ben and James? Well, Ben and James are our right-hand men. Yes, they're absolutely fine. James was out in the States.
He's home now and isolating.
He's home now and isolating.
Yeah.
Now, Ben has been poorly, and he's been very, very poorly. So we're all sending him our love and best wishes, but he is okay, and he's coming through at the other side now. So with lots of big kind of virtual hugs to him.
And he's really good at charades. I'm not so good, I'm sorry, Ben.
And are the retailers okay? Well, yeah, we've spoken to a number of retailers throughout all of this. We've been setting up some separate little Facebook pages so that we can communicate with them. And they're doing a wonderful job. And I just ask that you give all of those retailers lots of support and you know, just encouraging messages, perhaps give them a call, maybe message them on Facebook and that kind of thing. Because I think it's just, I think it's right that we all kind of stick together in this is the main thing.
Yeah.
With the signings being cancelled, when will they be happening now? Well, the signing events haven't been cancelled,
No.
they've actually been postponed. Now, we thought it was the most sensible thing to do, simply because obviously people are going to be struggling to travel at the moment. Obviously, we're not allowed into Australia at the moment, for example, which was supposed to be happening in a couple of weeks. So therefore, what we're doing is we're going to try and attempt to move it all by 1 year, minus 1 day. So essentially it's because it was a leap year this year, so 1 year minus 1 day. So but we'll give you loads and loads of details of that once we get everything set up. And we also took on board some of those comments about some places that we weren't visiting, so we're going to try and add in some bits and pieces for next year. So that's the plan.
That's the plan.
So will the signing bears still be available this year?
They will. They will. You'll see why when we reveal all. I won't say any more than that at the minute, but you'll understand why they have to be available this year. Does that make...
Have you given enough away there?
That sounds cryptic.
I'm not entirely sure Charlie's given enough away there. I think we can probably do a...
bit better than
we
that.
can maybe do a little find me game with that, couldn't we? Yeah? So what bears will be at the signing event if this year's bears get launched ahead of next year?
Well, new bears. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Charlie.
It's
I mean,
going to have
surely you can give us a few clues.
Lots of ideas. Normally with the signing event bears, we like to have a little theme around them or something like that. So obviously all of next year's collection is finished now and designed, and I am absolutely sure there's going to be some little characters in that will probably be this signing event bears for next year.
Just a very quick one. Saffron Rees, could you say hi to my granddaughter Serenity as we was coming down to the Bearhouse in April? Well, I'm sorry you couldn't come down to the Bearhouse, but hi
Hello.
to Serenity. So hope you're well. We got lots of other people watching, which is great. So hello from Herefordshire. All kinds of things. Will there be more Wilfie Bears added to Charlie Bears Direct next week? Well, I think there's lots of Wilfie Bears actually available at our retailers as well. So have a look out for that. If it's shown as in stock and those retailers are delivering at the moment, then perhaps have a look out for that. So that's great as well. So the time has come.
What?
Find me.
Oh, not again.
Yes, again. I want you to find me. This is a big one.
You see, it was funny. It's now getting a little boring.
Find me
Yep.
something brown.
Right, okay, hold on. Let me find something interesting that's brown.
Keep watching. This is good. She's coming. She's coming. She's got something brown.
Oh.
Now then.
I'm out of breath. You never told me you'd hidden them all around the house.
So, this is big one, right? Who have we got here?
I'd like to introduce you to what was a very secret bear, but we figured we all needed a little bit of cheering up and maybe a sneaky peek or two. You know, I don't normally let Will do this, but on this occasion, I think it's different. So I want to introduce you to Anniversary Graham. Now, Anniversary Graham is going to be one of the signing event bears. So we decided we're going to show you these. Now, they're not available for sale at the moment because obviously the signing events have all been planned, and as such our production is very strict. We've literally mapped out what bears get made each week to fall within the quarters and come back at designated times. So with this little character, he was going to be one of the first bears that you would see at the signing event, so he will be coming up shortly. But really, we wanted to show you these today, and if you are interested in any of these bears that I'm going to be showing you, like I said, we're really sorry that they're not here and available to buy right now. Hopefully very, very soon. Can you please register your interest at adoptions@charliebears.com. If you leave your name, the bear that you are interested in, and obviously which country you live in, then we can direct you to somebody who will have these bears available. So when they come in, and it could be any time, obviously the signings were planned right up to the end of November. So the stock of these little characters that you're going to meet this evening will all be available by the end of November. We didn't want to change the production on them just because the signing events are not happening. It's not fair that you don't get these. With it being our anniversary year, there are anniversary characters. So hopefully now, my cryptic clue earlier, it's our 15th anniversary, so it would seem silly to put anniversary year bears out next year when actually it's 16 years. So we decided we're going to show you them now. So I hope you like the first one, little Anniversary Graham. And like I say, please, please, please register your interest at adoptions@charliebears.com, and we will make sure we can put you in touch with the various outlets that are going to be selling these.
Now, it's going to be no commitment to buy. It's just simply registering your interest at this stage. So the idea is that you send an email to us, adoptions@charliebears.com, and that way we can direct you towards one of our hundreds of wonderful retailers all around the world. You must put your country on there that you're from, and then that way we can point you in the right direction.
It'll be almost like a little bear hunt. We'll try and put you in touch with everybody.
The thing is, because this is so hot off the press, and because I've spent all day basically convincing Charlie to do this, we haven't yet told our retailers. So this is going to be a big surprise to them as well. So
it is indeed. So don't worry, the Bear Cubs will be in touch with you all, so that we can get everything sorted.
So this is all great news. So there we go. So that's our first one. So can I visit the Bearhouse at the moment? Well, sadly not. Unfortunately, we're in line with government regulations at the moment. So we're not actually receiving visitors at the moment. But we will certainly let you know on all of our Facebook pages the minute that we open up, and we're hoping that can be as soon as possible. But obviously, whilst still staying safe, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Anybody else's hands really sore from washing hands all the time? Yeah, anyway, mine are. Is Charlie Bears Direct still running globally? Yes, we are running a very, very small team at the moment, it's a very, very small team. Wonderful, wonderful team, incredible guys in each of the locations in Australia, in the UK and in the USA, and we have designated days that those guys can go into the building, and there's only ever 2 people at any one time, and that's the way that we're kind of keeping safe on that. But we are only going in on certain days. So ordinarily it would be a fantastic Bearillion next day service, but unfortunately now we've got to kind of just go on alternate days, so it'll probably take a little bit longer, maybe 48 hours, but obviously in different countries slightly longer than that. What's the best way currently to contact Charlie Bears if I have a query? Well, obviously a lot of our cubs are working from home at the moment, so the best email address is
headbear@charliebears.com.
Yeah. So headbear@charliebears.com. Send through to that first, and then Headbear will send it off to the people that they need to get it. So, and that's for everybody, for all retailers, for all collectors, for suppliers, whoever it may be. So just send your emails through to that. So I keep ringing, but I can't get through. What are those lazy bear cubs doing? Well, they are very, very much working from home. We've got a wonderful, dedicated team who are working from home and answering emails and making sure that everybody's okay, and also liaising with all of our retailers all around the world as well. So that's the big thing. Which days will the Bear Cubs currently be available to speak to? Are you available and open on weekends? Currently not. We're only running a very short time at the moment, but essentially, please just keep those emails coming through, and we will literally get to it as and when we can.
Yeah.
So
as quickly as we can.
Ordinarily, we like to be able to do it as very quickly, but obviously you've got to appreciate at the moment we're trying to kind of catch up with everything. With many people out of work, can you offer layaway on new bears?
Yes, we can, as a lot of our stockists do as well. You know, our retailers and stockists around the world, all obviously with being individual companies, all have different policies, but it's always a good business really to check with them all. Here at Charlie Bears, on Charlie Bears Direct, you can do that as well. So if you just contact the Bear Cubs, we can let you know how that's done. We do have a system called Klarna, don't we, that we use, which will allow you to pay in instalments. Or I think the other way that we have been doing it, phone calls that have been coming in, is to buy hug notes, so gift vouchers for Charlie Bears, so that you can build your vouchers up, and then obviously.
But again, speak to our wonderful retailers. Some of them do offer layaway services as well, and it's worthwhile just kind of speaking to them as well. So we've got loads of people watching at the minute, Charlie, which is wonderful,
fantastic.
From all around the world. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We've got people in Australia watching us. We've got people literally just up the road watching us. Claire, hi Claire. You know who you are, one of our Bear Cubs actually. So we've got people all over the place watching us, which is fantastic. So hopefully, listen, the deal is keep smiling, right? That's what we keep saying, right? I think it's time for another Go Find Me. You're doing it. Shall I go find it? No, you go find it. Right, you're going to like this one too. Go find me something grey.
Grey?
Grey.
Right, okay.
And not my underpants.
Right, I'm definitely not taking any chances here.
You've done very well.
He's had me on this
You've done very well.
times this week. So, grey cushion.
We've got a cushion. Yeah.
Your hat.
Oh, my hat. Yes, that was a good choice.
Of course, we've got our wonderful grey catalogue. Does that count?
Of course it does. Yeah.
And more importantly, our second signing event there. So we said they're themed. Please meet Anniversary Dreamer. I don't know if you can see him on there. Sorry, I've not got my glasses on. Little Anniversary Dreamer. So he was number 2 signing event bear.
Well, let's have some love hearts for Dreamer, I think.
Yeah, we're getting love hearts.
Yeah, getting lots of love hearts for Dreamer.
So hopefully you can see him. We will post pictures, obviously, on the Facebook pages. It will be on Monday. We're not allowing any Bear Cubs to work tomorrow. So.
Lots of love hearts. Look.
Oh, good. That's all right. That's all right then. But yes, on Monday we will actually post images of all 4 characters, so you can see them in a little more detail. Right, I'm going to hide him now.
So that's our Dreamer. So how long will it take for orders to be dispatched currently? Well, we touched on that earlier, and we're taking orders every single day, but obviously it's taking slightly longer. And that's the case for all of our retailers. Just check with your retailer before perhaps placing an order. There's certain ones that are only working 1 day a week, certain ones are working 3 days a week, and all of them working behind closed doors. So you can't visit those retail premises at the moment, obviously, certainly not in the UK anyway. and I think there's a lot of restrictions in place in various other places
There
as
are
well.
indeed, but be rest assured
Understandably.
they are working really, really hard, all of them, and doing the very best that they can underneath, obviously under the circumstances at the moment.
Very much so. So when is our next QVC show, and will Charlie and I be going across to it?
Well, we won't be going across to it because we can't do that, can we?
No.
We are staying indoors. However, the exciting news is we actually have our QVC show next Monday. Is it 7 till 9? It's a 2-hour show, isn't it?
Well, it's this Monday.
This Monday.
So in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's 7 p.m. till 9 p.m.
Good, I've got that right then.
You have indeed,
Good.
and it's going to be with Craig Rowe.
Yeah.
And Charlie and I are going to be joining you live from here.
We are.
So QVC have managed to set up a wonderful FaceTime link, so you'll be able to we'll be able to join in the show and enjoy it along with you. And we've got all the bears here as well, so we're already set up, ready for the show. So you can see over my shoulder there. Who's that?
That's Aldwin.
That's Aldwin.
Yeah.
And
a little moppet in the corner there.
one of my little favourites here is Little
And
Moppet.
Badger's just peeking around the screen there too,
He is
isn't
indeed.
it?
So we can see a few bits and pieces that will be joining us on Monday. So look out for that one, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m.
Yeah.
We're then on QVC Germany with a wonderful anchor on the 25th of April. And then TVSN, which Charlie and I obviously were supposed to be going to,
We were.
is going to be on the 27th and 28th of
With
April.
the lovely Beverly.
With Beverly, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we can also probably FaceTime in for that as well.
We're going to try.
So look out for that one. So obviously we were supposed to be doing Cuddle Time tonight. And Cuddle Time is a wonderful kind of show for anybody that doesn't know. Lots of interaction, meeting new bears, you're able to buy new bears that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
And lots of fun with all of our bear cubs. So
It's kind of like a visual newsletter, isn't it, about
It is.
Charlie Bears?
it is.
So you get to meet some of the bear cubs, the team who work behind the scenes and things like that, and it's normally a really fun event.
So we're planning to do that now on this 2nd of May. So what was going to be tonight, we're going to move it to the 2nd of May. And at the same time, we're going to launch our brand new Best Friends Bear Club at that time. So we're going to meet some of the new characters from that.
Yes.
We're going to meet some other very, very exciting characters. I was going to give you a clue then, but I can't. I really can't. I'll get booted off. So lots of people watching. Thank you so much for joining us. And hello from Kent. We got Gillian Wolfenden watching, Brendan Morris watching. Yes, Brendan Morris, I thought I heard an anniversary, Graham. You did indeed. There you go. There he is. So Karen is watching. Hi, Karen. Holly's watching. Hi, Holly. Hope you're all well. And oh gosh, there's lots and lots of people watching. Helen Louise, who
Hi, Helen.
does all of our vlogs from the Bearhouse, and is one of our wonderful bear cubs that's going into help with dispatching the Charlie Bears direct orders. She needs a Graham bear. She does indeed, yeah, for her very own Grey at home. So there you go. So lots and lots of people watching, which is wonderful. Now, are the rest of the Q1 bears due in soon? So, shall I answer that?
Yes.
So, obviously with everything that's happening, the kind of whole world's gone a bit topsy-turvy at the moment. But yes, absolutely, we still are planning on all of our production. Goods are still moving around the world, which is great, although people can't.
Yeah.
So yes, we very much have everything still in production. And Q1, Q2, Q3. But obviously, check with your retailer. Those pre-orders that you've got, they will be coming through. It might take a little bit longer at the moment, just because some of those retailers have closed for a short time. Some are open, but obviously just keep checking with your retailer and just keep in touch with them, and they'll be able to tell you what's going on.
Absolutely.
They're a fabulous bunch of people, and I love every single one of them. So there we go. And will Q2, Q3, Q4 bears be on time? Again, things are very much up in the air. What am I talking about here for anybody that doesn't know? Well, essentially, we produce our bears in quarters. So quarter one being January through to March and onwards, like that. So we produce them in those quarters and then deliver them out. So we are very much on schedule at the moment, but unfortunately, obviously with everything that's happening, there is going to be slight delays. So it's all a little bit topsy-turvy, but obviously we'll kind of get those out to you as soon as you can. We know that people are obviously concerned about finances and various different things. So, you know, we're very much kind of consultative with people and trying to make it all okay. So please don't worry. You're not going to lose those pre-orders. We'll do everything we can to make sure that everything stays in place.
Yeah.
Why do I go find me? I think it's about time we did another go find me. I think. Or should we say, who's watching? Who's watching?
Do you want to go find me or who's watching? I'm like.
I think go find me. Something black. Go.
Black?
Yeah, black.
Oh, right. Okay.
So lots of people watching at the moment. Claire Adams, hi. Emma Stevenson, hi. I'm a key worker. Oh. Do you know what? We take our hats off to you and everybody that's doing that wonderful job at the moment. So a huge round of applause from Charlie and myself. Thank you very much indeed. We can't clap too loud because Puddle gets very excited when we clap. But thank you very much indeed, and for everything that you're doing. You are very much our heroes.
You really are. For your commitment, the courage, the bravery, you know, just that reassurance that you're giving everybody who can't do that, and vulnerable people, everybody, including myself in that, you know, get anxiety and part of the vulnerable group, you know, you just allow us to sleep at night, and we can never thank you enough for everything that you're doing.
So we've got lots of other people watching. Tracy from One More Bear, hi. We've got various different people watching. Sally Ann Scott, Lorraine, Amanda, Pat Collins, hi. So hello to everybody. So who have we got here?
Right, bear number 3.
I said black.
It is black. So anybody who remembers the original Shades Bear that we brought out, we know we get so many requests to keep doing more of the wildlife bears. You'll notice there's a lot of your old favourites in here. Mm-hmm. So this is bear number 3, Anniversary Shades. Like I say, I'll try and hold him up to the screen without wobbling the table too much so my iPad doesn't fall over. But yes, you'll be able to see him then. So a smaller miniature replica of Shades Bear.
So Shades was brought out in 2000. Oh, crikey, he was a.
Please don't test me.
An older one, wasn't
he? He really was. You know,
so
I think
anyway,
it was 2010.
So anyway, he was incredibly popular and very difficult to find now. But as with all of these anniversary bears, your best way to get hold of them is to send an email to adoptions@charliebears.com, and from there we will then put you in touch with a retailer that will have those in stock.
And can you please make sure you have your name, your contact number that you want us to contact you on, which of the characters you're interested in, and obviously which country you're from, because that's going to help the team that we've got that will be managing all of this to direct you to the right places in the right countries.
And don't worry, they're not going to be all coming out at once. We're going to be bringing them out throughout the year in various different countries.
Yeah.
The idea was obviously that they were going to be here for our signing events, which of course was spread right the way throughout the year. So essentially, we've got different bits of stock all over the place at the moment, and we're just trying to make sure that it gets into the right place, and then we'll send you an email and say whether we've been able to find you one. So that's the first port of call, adoptions@charliebears.com. So that's that. Now, one of the wonderful things that I think Charlie and I have done, well, it's Charlie really, is why do we keep seeing lots of bears in the window?
That was, I know. So I have been in isolation now for 3 weeks already because I did have a head cold at the beginning of it, and at the time wasn't sure what it was. I didn't want to infect any of the other bear cubs, so came home immediately. And it's quite a lonely time. William was travelling, and I thought, you know what, I have bear sat near me, so why would I not put Bear in the window? You know, and I just thought it's a really nice thing that we can all do as bear collectors. You know, I have my bears around me all the time, and I know a lot of our collectors do, and I thought if we could sit a little bear in the window, it would show people that you're there. So while you're isolating, there is a bear sat there in the window watching over you. But it was almost like a little sign for me, you know, and I just thought it was a really, really nice thing to do. And I thought if we could hashtag it, so a lot of people will have seen this on Facebook. We're using a couple of hashtags. One is hashtag bear in the window. The second, hashtag Charlie Bear's care. You know, because to me, my little bear was showing how much he cared by sitting in the window and letting everybody know that I was in isolation. And I just thought it was a lovely, nice, almost like a comfort to me, especially while William was travelling, you know. It would be sat in my window next to where I was working, and it just made me smile when I saw it. So thank you so much for everybody who has already joined in and done this. The photos that have been coming through are just phenomenal. And I think it's really lovely for people while they're out having their little tiny bit of exercise that we're allowed to go out and do at the minute, maybe to be able to amble down a street and see the bear in the window. You know, it's just something different to look at, and know that there are a family in there that are isolating. You know, it's just, and bears looking after them.
And I think it's also wonderful for the children as well, Charlie, because, you know, we know that a lot of the children at the moment are a little bit worried and maybe anxious, and I know that parents and all of us are a little bit anxious.
Yeah.
And so it's just something which is a little bit of light-hearted fun. Pop your bear in the window and put something on a little piece of paper that says Charlie Bears Cares, hashtag Charlie Bears Cares, hashtag bear in the window.
They do care, they're looking after us, don't they? I know my
indeed.
bears look after me, and I'm sure lots of collectors would agree that their bears comfort them too. So, but yes, thank you. They've been amazing.
They have indeed. So,
and if you take more than one picture, I got asked that the other day. Please don't think because you've done one that you can't do a different one. So please keep sending them through.
So lots of people watching. Megan Roberts is watching. We got Paul Moxon watching. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Megan. Is there a Luca bear, please?
Ooh.
Luca.
We did a Luca a while ago, didn't we? Luca and Kobe. I'm going back. They were part of the secret collection. Actually upstairs in the in Hugsley Manor. But that'll all be changing soon, because as soon as I can go in, we're going to have a massive move around in the museum.
We are indeed. So when the museum and gallery reopens again here down in Cornwall, we're going to have a fantastic new exhibit.
We are.
Which is very exciting. So, but obviously we don't know when that's going to be just yet. The plan was originally the 1st of May. But
it might be a little longer.
It might be a bit longer. We don't know.
They all need a clean, and we've got a new exhibit to also merchandise, haven't we? So, you know what I'm like, it takes me some time.
So once we can all start travelling again, plan to come down to Cornwall. I know there's a lot of people a long way away in Australia and America, but you know, try and put it on your bucket list. You know, maybe something like that for the future. Holly Gordon, my Wilfie bear arrived today. Just in time for this Q&A, he is snuggled up watching with me and is demanding more Find Me games as he wants to see more new friends.
Okay.
Guess what? We've got one more.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Go find me.
No, I've been doing chair aerobics. If anybody hasn't seen, right? So basically, everybody says, you know, what do you guys do at home, kind of stuck in, you know? We're very, very busy people normally. Ordinarily, our calendars kind of get filled up 6 months in advance, and we've literally kind of cleared all of our appointments for going anywhere. So yes, we're getting to spend a lot of wonderful time at our own home. I've got reattached to my lawnmower and kind of doing the grass here, which is just fantastic. Doing a bit of gardening, and it's just wonderful. And just having a bit of time to get some fresh air in the garden as well, wherever we've been able to. Yeah. So yeah, there's
lots of weeding to
It's been fantastic. But I clearly am a very keen gym goer, and so therefore I brought my a couple of pieces of weights and things like that from home, but I've made up my own routines as well. So using things like Charlie Bear's books and that kind of thing. Oh, by the way, Jay Hensley loved your video, by the way.
Thank you, Jay.
That's good.
And well done for accepting the challenge.
Yeah, so we've done chair aerobics, we've done bear yoga, we've done, well, I mean, Jay did it with 2 vodka bottles, but and if you want to make it slightly lighter, drink a bit out, that kind of thing. So that was fun. So Mary Lorenz, hi, hope you're both well. So just notice the door or window lintel behind you has the date 2014 on. Is this the date your house was built? It was indeed. It was a very, very special year for us. Michael John Adams, hi. The Bearman Ambassador, look out for his post. In fact,
his videos are lovely.
There's been a load of people doing lots of vlogs and lots of things just to kind of put a little smile on people's faces. Everybody go and do that. Do you know what I mean? It's just let's just try and have a little bit of fun. I know that everybody's very anxious and nervous at the moment, but the more we can do things like that, then the more it just kind of puts a smile on people's faces. And it's not that we don't care or that we're not worrying ourselves, but do you know what? I think it's just a case of just keep smiling. That's the main thing.
It is, and thank you ever so much for doing that. You just lots of people don't realise how much it is important to other people to do that, and it's just been wonderful watching the bear community all come together globally over the various Facebook pages. I know I've sat on there for hours over the last 3 weeks going through and having a giggle about this, and it kind of takes you off into a different place and makes you think about something else, which reduces your anxiety and things like that. And I know loads of people have just said how wonderful it is, and it really, really is. So all of the cubs at the Bearhouse, the whole team would like to say thank you to everybody that's joining in and doing that, whether you're doing your hashtag bear in the window photos or whether you're doing little stories, anything like that. It's just brilliant.
And yes, that is a suit of armour behind us. I know that people have kind of heard me before talk about my Just Because presents. Well, that was one of my Just Because presents.
It was, wasn't it?
Rather than buying Charlie a bunch of flowers, or yet another bear, I decided to buy her a suit of armour. So why not?
Yeah, he's been nicknamed the Dark Knight.
He has indeed. I tried to get in it. I can't get in it. It was a lot smaller than I was.
There's not enough pins.
Will Diane be making an appearance on QVC on Monday?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
you heard it here first. You never give secrets away. What are the sign event bears going to look like next year?
I can't tell you that one.
Hello from Germany. We've got people in Australia watching. Hi, Jan. Hi, Jan and Dave. Hope you're well. And Troy and everybody out there. Yeah. So, can you create a grumpy bear named Raymond?
Ooh,
Raymond the Grumpy. That's after her hubby, Grumpy. I'm sure he's not grumpy. I'm sure he's just full of fun. So who else we got? Sent an order in for anniversary, Graham. Well done. So you've got it's not necessarily an order. It's basically just an email to adoptions@charliebears.com. We got shades. We got Graham. We got Dreamer.
It's like the generation game.
Yeah, so I think we're due one more, Charlie.
Okay, go find me.
Oh, me?
Go find me something black and white.
Okay.
It worked. He's regretting hiding them all around the house now.
Look what we've got here. Can we guess who it is? Dun, 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 dun. The final one.
It had to be this character, didn't it?
Who's this?
Panda.
Yeah.
Monium.
Pandemonium. So this is anniversary Monium. So that's our 4 bears to celebrate this year. We're going to be available at the signing events, but obviously with us having to postpone those. It's our 15th anniversary year. So this is how we celebrate, is with bringing out some very popular, very hard to find Smaller, much smaller replicas. I mean,
Yeah.
a normal Modium, he was probably about this big.
He was.
A little bigger.
He was
A
20
little bigger.
plus inches.
So yeah, it's so there we go. So this is, we're going to put the whole team
Together,
there we go.
so you can see them. So,
So-
Monium, Graham, Dreamer, and pop little
Can you
shapes
get
in
in there? Yeah, you can get
Get
there.
them
Of
all
course you
in.
can. So that's the whole team together. And like I say, please don't worry. They're not going to all come out at the same time. They're going to be kind of spread throughout the year. And they are going
Well, it
to
will
be
be
available.
different locations, won't it? I should imagine they're going to be a lot sooner in Australia because we would have been at 4 events, and of course there would have been a different bear at each event that you'd have attended. So wherever the signings were, in that particular order is when the bears will come out. So it'll be between now and November. So, yeah.
So there we go. So that's our team of 4, which is really exciting. We've got loads and loads of questions, and oh crikey, I just don't know whether I'm going to be able to keep up with all of this.
Well, we can answer some after as well.
So when will the 2020 club creations and Charlie Bear's direct exclusives be revealed?
On the 1st of May, we will be obviously launching the brand new Best Friends Club. We're going to have a cuddle time event on the 2nd in case you missed the launch and you want to meet the bears in the fur, so to speak, and then we will be giving you full details of the club and the characters that you can find, which will take you right through to April the following year. So yeah, that's going to be really exciting.
It is indeed. Right, we're going to use the power of Facebook to send some virtual hugs, right? We've got one of our collectors who's very poorly at the moment in bed, but watching this making her feel a bit better, and that is Cheyenne Cox. So can we all send some big love hearts to Cheyenne Cox? So if you press your love heart button, that's sending her a virtual hug. So Cheyenne Cox, and I hope I'm saying the right name there. We can see literally hundreds of love hearts. So there we go, Cheyenne Cox, virtual hugs. Hope you feel better soon. We know that a lot of people are feeling a bit grotty at the moment, but you know, with a bit of kind of virtual hugs, then we can get through this. So there you go, Cheyenne Cox. I'm in love with him. Sorry to my husband. Sorry to your husband. Hello from Liverpool. A shout from Rodley, Vicky Ellis, one of our. I was going to say one of our oldest collectors, but she's not one of our oldest collectors. She's one of our longest established collectors, and I'm pretty sure been collecting since 2006.
But we created a little Rodley bear,
we
our
did
first
indeed.
ever green and white panda.
We did
for
indeed.
Vicky.
Yeah. So I think Dreamer is the bear I would have been getting at the York event. So yeah, quite possibly. Hi from Hastings. We've got Ellie Sleeman. So that's one of our bear cubs, and she just had a little baby bear cub herself. So hi to Ellie. Hope you're okay. This is a cheeky one. With the signing bears, was there a 5th one to collect? I didn't ask the question, right?
No, not yet. Not yet. I think, no, not yet. I think when William let that slip a few months ago.
It was actually an accident.
It was actually an accident because
was
for whatever
indeed.
reason he thought we always did 5, and then I pointed it out to him we always did 4, and he said, well, you're just going to have to make another one now, and I said, well, we'll see.
So I'm just skipping through. There's lots and lots of comments here. So hi from Launceston, Julie Simmons. Hi Julie, hope you're well. Hi both of you. Where is Captain Puddlemaker?
He's fast asleep
He's down
on the
here,
floor.
absolutely fast asleep. But the last time I tried to lift him up, he got a bit grumpy, so I'm not going to do that this time. We've got love Charlie Bears, especially by Puddy. We've got baby shades. Yeah, baby shades. So yeah, hope you're all loving these anniversary bears. And like I say, the retailers don't yet know about it, unless of course you're a retailer and watching live tonight.
Yeah.
Then you know
the Bear Cubs will be in touch.
they will be in touch on as soon as they possibly can be, but hopefully on Monday. So yeah, so we got Janice Coates is watching.
Hi Janice.
NHS bear is definitely needed. I think I agree with you. NHS is our health service here in the UK for anybody who's watching abroad, and of course, you know, the health services all around the world are just doing remarkable
Incredible
jobs at the minute, and you know, we both, Charlie and I both applaud you. And of course all the other key workers that are keeping the country running at the moment, which is just fantastic. Might have to get little shades. Hello Helen. We've got sending love to you all in Cornwall, enjoying the show, picked me up, just what I needed. So there we go. So we've got lots and lots of questions about that. So we've got Ian West watching, Emma Stevenson, hi. So yeah, lots and lots of people watching. Lots and lots of questions. We will
scroll back through it, and if we haven't covered anything, and I know we get so many questions, we promise we'll go back through it and try and answer as many as we can.
Lena, that's wonderful. So she says that her neighbourhood in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is doing a bear in the window for the kids to see on their walks. So that's lovely.
It is lovely.
So we're booked to stay in Launceston in August with our grandson. Hope we're able to visit. Well, you know, I'm hoping to. You know, I'm hoping all of this craziness is going to be well and truly over by then. But obviously, we just don't know. We've got to be, got to stay safe for the moment, and that's the key. Me and my twins love the Bearhouse. They were not been able to. Disappointed about not being able to come this year. Yeah, we're disappointed that you couldn't come this year, but you know, hopefully this will all be all over soon.
Yeah.
So lots and lots of people watching. Hi Cassie. Hi Sarah Aubrey. Hi Jan from America, Australia. Lots and lots of people. Can't possibly say hi to you all, but hi, big love. Susan is watching in the States. You both look amazing. I know, right? So
Honestly.
So yeah, so there we go. We got loads and loads of questions. Thank you for my questions. Love Charlie Bears. I have over 300 bears.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. So
that is incredible.
Brilliant.
Let's
So
start your own Bearhouse.
yeah, loads and loads of questions. So we will go back over all of these questions and answer them as they come up. We'll yeah. So exciting times.
It is indeed.
So yeah, so we've enjoyed having you here tonight, and hope you've enjoyed watching. We're going to be streaming this now on all of our other Bearhouse sites. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching.
And just before we go, I'd like to just say some huge thank yous again. First of all, completely selfish thank you to all of our bear cubs. You're probably not aware, but like I say, some are working from home, some are still having to go in small teams, and we love each and every single one of you. You know, they are the most incredible people. You don't get to see all of them. If you do join the club, you get a sneaky peeks, and you occasionally get to meet a few of them that are brave enough to have their photograph taken and let us write about them. But there are lots of people that you don't see behind the scenes that do an amazing job, and everybody has just been phenomenal over these last 3 weeks. So thank you to all of you in Australia, all of you in America, and all of you in the UK. I would say we could not do this without you all. We're one family, one team, one goal, and all in this together. So thank you for all your hard work and efforts that you've put in just recently. So I'd like to say thank you to all you collectors out there who are spreading joy and smiles and, you know, giving comfort to all of us with all your Facebook posts, your little stories, little videos you're posting, and all the hashtag bear in the window photos that you're sending through. You know, they're just wonderful, and thank you so much, because as a group we're stronger together, and I think that is incredibly important that we do that. And I know the stockists would also like me to thank you. We have separate Facebook pages for them at the moment so that we can keep in constant contact, and I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you from them as well for getting in touch and making sure that, you know, they're all feeling supported, and, you know, they love getting your messages too. You know, even if you just want to ring up for a chat, I'm sure they would absolutely love it at the minute. So thank you to all of them, and they've been incredible back to us as well. So we'd like to say thank you, the whole team, all Bear Cubs. Thank you to your stockists. You know, they have been, the retailers and stockists have been amazing.
They have indeed.
So thank you.
And of course, we have a wonderful Facebook page called Charlie Bear's Bearhouse. That's our community page. There's well over 10,000 people on that page, and we've kind of relaxed the rules a little bit. Ordinarily, it's just for talking about bears. However, use it as a community page. We're all in this together. If you're feeling a little anxious, or you just want to talk, you know, there's always somebody awake. That's a wonderful thing about Charlie Bears, is that because we spread all around the world, there's always somebody awake and always somebody on that site. So I think that's worth kind of going on that page and just talking it through, sharing your bears, sharing your love, and that's it. And remember, and this is my biggest advice I can give you, keep smiling. That's the main thing. So, so thanks everybody. We'll see you on Monday night, 7 PM on QVC, the shopping channel. Even if you just come and just watch and take your mind off, I'm sure you've probably watched all the things on Netflix and box sets and all that kind of thing, and probably full up on all of that now. In fact, Charlie Brook gave me some really good ideas. I'm going to go and watch a couple of them now. So Charlie Brook from QVC, thank you for that. So yeah, so I hope you're all safe. Stay safe. Keep washing your hands.
Stay indoors.
And stay indoors. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Take care.
You.
Bye.
Bye.